Warning, listen at your own risk. The Toxic Talk Shit Show is a satirical, offensive, and ridiculous podcast. Your hosts, Geo and Magnus, talk shit about anything and everything. They're not to be taken seriously unless, of course, they accidentally drop some flagrant wisdom along the way. The characters, opinions, and jokes on the show are purely for comedy, entertainment, and maybe a twisted form of advice. If you're easily offended, please consult your nearest therapist before pressing play. Otherwise, buckle up and enjoy the chaos. If you find yourself laughing at anything questionable, degrading, or otherwise obscene, congratulations, you're one of us now. Let the shit talking begin. Your discretion is strongly advised.
Wait, I got a burp.
What was that song that you were singing?
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to spoil it on our show. I maybe want to put it on my Instagram if I ever start it.
I see. I see. You look
mine.
You look very gothic today. What's the occasion?
Halloween.
I thought maybe some guy
soul.
gave you 2 black eyes.
My eyes aren't black.
Oh, it's eyeliner. You're wearing eyeliner. Hey everybody, welcome to the Toxic Talk Shit Show. Welcome to episode 3. I am Geo.
Magnus over here.
And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, wherever, YouTube, wherever you find us. It doesn't matter because we're toxic people and so are you. And that's exactly what we talk about. And you know what? With this being our 3rd episode, I think it's great that if our audience starts to suggest toxic topics instead of us having to do all the work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I'm tired of work.
Sharing some of the shittery over here.
Yeah. Send us whatever stories or anything that you have and we'll happily talk about them as well. Seriously.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And your mom was just in town, I heard.
My mom
the other
was here.
day.
Yeah, Linda was in town.
That's always
fun. Oh, God. It took forever to record this episode because my mom, of all people, like the worst woman in the world, just kept like ordering me around. And I'm like, Mom, this isn't your house. This is my house. Respect my authority.
Oh.
She's like, your spoons and your forks need to be separated. Like, Mom, I don't care, okay? I'm a 39-year-old man, okay? I'm almost 40, for God's sake.
I'm sorry
Seriously.
that was the only thing that you had to do in your time. But in our time, we have so many more things to think about, to care about. We can't care about spoons and forks canoodling in the drawer. Who cares?
We are busy people. You know, we are busy
busy
people. Yeah, tell your parents to F off. Seriously.
Mom, Dad, F off.
F off.
F off.
F off to your parents. That's a great... I want a shirt that says that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have a store yet, but maybe we'll get that.
We can make shirts.
Oh my God, would you
Etsy,
buy the shirts?
Here we come.
Oh my gosh.
That's fun.
It's really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
put that in the idea journal.
Yep. All the ideas that we come up with.
Ironically, I recently was visiting my parents too, and there is something about being in their house that just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Does it smell?
It doesn't smell, but there's Jesus everywhere. There is literally crosses over every doorway. There's an actual picture of Mary in porcelain form coming out of a picture. It looks like some creepy Phoebe Buffay from Friends picture where you're just like, her head is just creeping out. And I'm like, why? Why do you need all of this Jesus shit everywhere?
Here's the thing about people obsessing over Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that even Jesus doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Like, why do people have to be stalkers of anybody or of a man?
Right?
That doesn't exist.
What I don't get is why hanging his cross everywhere? Like, if I were to die, why would you be like hanging me in a noose just everywhere? Like, that's perverse. That's perverse to have like a man being nailed to a cross, bleeding, fucking tortured just on your wall, and people think, oh, I'm such a great person because I have a Jesus cross around my neck. You literally have torture on your fucking person.
And yet you don't like horror movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that annoys the crap out of me.
It's too violent
and then,
for me.
Like, oh my gosh, I can't watch The Exorcist, but I'll have a crucifixion in my house.
But yet I'm seeing Jesus' tortured body on my wall every fucking morning.
Every time I go into somebody's house and I look at the cross, I go, you know what? There's not enough blood on that.
Yeah.
There's not enough blood. If I want to see a crucifixion of Jesus, I want there to be blood all over it. More red than white.
Ooh.
Yeah, because Jesus was white. Let's face it.
Jesus was not white, bro. Come on.
You're probably right.
Come
You're
on.
probably right. Yeah.
You're better than that.
He was Australian.
He wasn't
You're right.
black either. He
was
went where all the
Australian.
criminals. Oh,
Yeah,
Australian,
he was
all the
Australian.
criminals.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman. I think he's the reincarnation.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would fall. You know what? I would convert to Christianity if Hugh Jackman was Christ.
That'd be great. I mean, he might as well be Christ. He can do he can get those little those fangs like out of his
And he sings and he dances. He heals people with his humor.
He was my favorite Oscar host.
Oh, really?
He hosted the Oscars many years ago. Bring him back. Bring him back. He had a whole dance number and everything. He was awesome.
I don't know why the Oscars have had such a hard time with hosts.
Because it doesn't pay well.
Oh, really?
That, and it's just like, nobody watches the Oscars anyway,
I don't watch the Oscars.
That's because we are not nominated yet. Yeah, but whenever we do get nominated and officially drink the Kool-Aid of getting further into this entertainment industry, that's when people are going to be watching.
Why?
Because we have 1,000 subscribers and it's only going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need some Kool-Aid in my life. You know what? If there was some good Kool-Aid that like got me famous, that got me wherever I needed to go, I would drink that in a fucking heartbeat.
What flavor would you drink?
Doesn't fucking matter.
Oh.
It doesn't even matter. If the Kool-Aid delivered what the Kool-Aid was supposed to, I would be guzzling that down. I'd be like, make a full pitcher.
Get me gallons of it.
Right?
I will bathe in it.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? That's maybe just a sign of a good cult. Is if you get your people to drink the good Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm. Not the Kool-Aid that kills you.
Not the kill Kool-Aid.
Right.
The good.
Yeah, the good Kool-Aid. The
good
strawberry kind.
Ooh.
Yes. That's the kind of, if I had my choice of flavor, strawberry.
You're a strawberry guy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, and make my tongue all red.
Love it. You should try that next time you go on a date.
Yeah.
Just show up with the reddest tongue ever.
What about bathing in Kool-Aid? Like, has anybody ever filled up a bathtub of Kool-Aid and bathed in it? Like, what do you think that would do to the body?
Oh, would that like give you
would that dye?
Dye you?
Yeah, dye me. Yeah. Like if it was grape color, then like I turn purple. I become Grimace from McDonald's.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Halloween costume idea.
Ooh, yes. It's not Halloween yet.
$1 million ideas on this show.
Yes.
You think this is the Toxic Talk Shit show? This is also, what, Investment Daily? $1 million baby?
It's all toxic, and you are toxic as well, and that is why we do this show. If you exist in this world, you are a toxic, shitty person.
I love that.
Because we're all the problem.
We are the problem.
We're
You are the problem. I am the problem.
Right. I was driving the other day, as I do.
Happens.
I hit a homeless guy.
Happens.
Mm-hmm. I just kept driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was texting and driving. I was texting my wife, and I just don't care. I just kept going, and I mean, he's fine. I looked in the rearview mirror.
Oh.
He landed on his feet, so it's like, okay, well, as long as the cops aren't being called or anything, I'm just gonna keep going, man.
My argument is always
like,
overpopulation.
I know in California that jaywalking is legal now.
What?
But, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's a travesty.
I have gotten ticketed for motherfucking jaywalking.
In California?
In California.
No way.
Yeah.
Tell me this story.
It was a bitch. It was Silver Lake.
Ooh.
Silver Lake, and where it's impossible to find parking. It was at night, and my car was parked like weirdly across the street. And instead of walking all the way down to the stoplight, walking all the way back up, I looked and I was like, great, I'm gonna run across the street to my car. It's nighttime, not a problem. Ran across the street. Cops turned on their siren. Give me a fucking I should have just kept running. I should have just kept running and been like, come on, pigs, you ain't gonna catch me.
Yeah. Was it a big fat guy?
I think so, yeah.
God, what a douche.
I know.
What a douche.
I was so nice back then that I just was like, oh, cops, I'll just stand here and let them like write this ticket for me. It's fine. Instead, no, I should have been like, catch me if you can. Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
That cop was bored. That cop was clearly bored.
Right.
And it's in Silver Lake.
It's in Silver Lake. Don't you have anything better to do than ticket someone for jaywalking?
Where is the lake in Silver Lake? Every time I've been to Silver Lake, I'm looking for this magical body of water, and it's like, where is it? I mean, there's Echo Park.
There's a reservoir headed.
That is not a lake.
Yeah, it used to be a lake, and then it became a reservoir. And then it became a gated reservoir, and now I hear it's not even a reservoir anymore. It's just like a...
Reservoir Dogs.
No, it is obnoxious. There needs to be more water in LA in general.
Yeah, it needs to rain more here.
It does.
You know, I know that people, you know, are like, oh, it's so perfect weather. It doesn't get hot or cold. It definitely gets hot.
It definitely does get
cold. And women complain about it constantly.
Mm-hmm.
There is no such thing as a perfect weather. You're either too hot or you're too cold. Choose a side. If you have to bring a little shawl with you, then cool.
Right.
If you need to bring an extra blanket with you for the movie theater, cool. But there is no such thing as perfect weather anywhere anymore.
Having worked at a restaurant, I love when people choose to sit outside and then complain about the outside. They complain, oh my God, it's too hot out here. Oh, the wind is so blustery. Oh, it's a little chilly. Can you turn on the fireplace? It's like, you chose to sit out here. This was completely in your control.
Yep.
If you didn't pack a sweater, not my fucking fault.
Yeah, wear your heaters.
That should be your comeback.
Yeah.
If you work in the service industry and people bitch about the weather, your comeback should be, where the fuck is your sweater?
What I would love to see one day is to be sitting out on the patio with those heaters and watching someone complain about the heater not working well or not being on, or where's your heaters or whatever. They bring a heater out and they put the fire on, and then all of a sudden I'll back my chair into the heater, and then the heater will fall on them and they catch on fire.
Whoa.
Are you cold now?
Oh. You have to follow it up with, are you cold now?
Have to.
I love
that. I didn't work in the service industry as far as restaurants goes.
Shame.
I come from retail, but you're still dealing with the shittiest of people.
Right? People who think everything needs to be catered toward them.
Yes.
And it's like personal fucking responsibility. When did this mall become, your personal mall? Oh, the mall is too cold. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the mall is too smelly. Really?
I miss the mall.
Which one?
All malls.
All malls?
All malls. They're slowly going away, and that's really shitty.
Sad.
Yeah.
Why? I wonder why.
Because people are ordering from Amazon from the bald testicle.
Oh.
And people don't want to go out anymore.
Yeah.
And I miss the mall. I used to hang out at malls all the time. They knew me.
Yeah. I knew people back home that used to walk the mall.
Yeah.
That used to walk the mall, and now we have more obesity. I mean, honestly, I'm not, you know what?
Maybe that's what malls are for now. It's just for people to just go walk around and get some exercise.
Yeah. Instead of ordering everything online and getting fat and obese and then having to order more things because the things that you bought don't fit anymore because you've gotten more fat and more obese.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. Maybe they want to close the malls for this reason, because they want people to get fat, order more things. I see what you're doing. I see you.
It's called America.
I see you, America. Corporate greed here,
greed.
people.
Yeah.
Corporate greed.
Right, and we need more interaction too. There needs to be more malls.
Yeah.
Just clean them up and get off your ass and
Right?
go to the mall. Go to Hot
What
Topic.
happened to people
go to
watching?
Gap. Go to Old Navy or New Navy.
My gosh.
Whatever.
I used to love people watching at the mall too.
Oh, people watching at the mall is the best.
Oh my God, that was the best. You can't people watch from like your home.
Yeah.
That's called
you
being
can't.
a creeper.
Yeah, you're watching yourself.
Right?
What?
But like if you're at the mall and you're people watching, that's just called, that's a hobby.
Yeah.
That's now become an activity is, oh, I like to people watch. It's not weird. But if you do it from your home, now you're a stalker.
One of the people watching stories that I have was when you're walking and then the centerfold, there's those vibrating chairs, like the massaging chairs. I literally walked past a guy and he was just the whole time, and he was just enjoying it, and he was super loud and obnoxious, and all you could do was laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I applaud that man.
Yeah.
If you were that man in that mall years ago, I applaud
let us know.
You.
Yeah. Let us know. Comment. Yeah.
Because that's just someone enjoying themselves. And
Yeah.
I am all about public enjoyment.
Yeah. And you know what malls are also good for?
What?
Stealing wallets.
Oh.
Yeah.
From the kiosks.
And from people's persons. I've known how to do this for years, but if you keep your wallet in your back pocket, keep your wallet in your back pocket. People who keep their wallets in their back pocket, it's so easy to steal.
Yeah, how do you do it?
I just know.
How?
Because I was taught as a child how to steal wallets from people's back pockets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You'll
It's
have
really,
to show me
really
later.
easy. Yeah.
This is a very
May have to-
important skill.
Malls are perfect for it because everyone is so distracted.
Yeah.
You're always up to something.
Mm-hmm.
And all you have to kind of do is just sneak up past them. And then once you get it, you can turn the other way and they start going away from you. And the thing is, too, is that they don't feel anything.
Interesting.
Yeah, especially if it's Jinkos.
Yeah.
The longer the pockets
Yeah.
are, the easier it is to steal.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought of
Yeah.
that.
That's why I keep my wallet in my front pocket because you're not going to steal in front of my face.
No.
You'll steal from the back of me.
Yeah.
And that's the way to do it.
What I
That's
don't
the way to do
understand
it.
is why schools don't teach us practical skills like this.
Right?
Right? Why
It's
do they
called-
teach us I was going to say trigonometry.
Gigolo-nometry.
Gigolo not. But that would be a more practical skill.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to teach us calculus and trigonometry, why don't they teach us pickpocketing,
Yeah.
lock picking?
Yeah. Or stealing a car.
Oh my gosh,
What
how to unlock doors that don't have keys.
What if you
These are real skills.
What if you lose your keys and you have to start your car?
How to read
Seriously.
the sky to get out of being kidnapped when you're locked in the woods. Like,
Our education system is so
Whack.
bad. It's so bad.
Whack.
I am so thankful that I do not have children to complain more about this.
yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
I want my child to learn how to steal a jewel by the age of 3.
I would want my kids to know how to, like, knife someone appropriately, how to shoot a bow and arrow,
Mm-hmm.
how to throw a throwing star, and how to properly shoot a gun and disarm someone with a gun. Those are real life skills. Those will come so much more in handy than what is the circumference of that 12-pointed star.
Yeah, and archery has increased over the years too.
Mhm.
Seriously,
Yeah.
like what would you rather? Would you rather get shot or would you rather get shot by a bow and arrow?
I would love to have a freaking arrow
Yes.
sticking out of me,
Yes.
protruding, because there's the option, you see it, and there's the option, do you leave it in or do you pull it out? Or do you break the tip off? What do you do? Where if you get shot, you're just like,
Yeah, and
I'm shot.
Yeah,
That sucks.
and whoever shot you with that bow and arrow, they worked for it.
they
Really
hard
worked
for
hard
it.
for it. Especially if you're running, they have to keep up with
Oh.
you. But if you just have a gun, it's just bam. Guns are boring.
easy.
Guns are boring.
What happened to, like, shooting in medieval or war in medieval times? What happened to good old authentic battles where you had a sword, you had your
man.
archers, you had a dagger, an axe, you
God.
had whatever weapon, and you had to look your enemy in the eye and
Yes.
say, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yes.
Now you're right, it's too easy. You could
It's
shoot
way too
anybody.
easy. Yeah.
People get killed by ricochets.
And that's even more boring. Like, I wasn't even standing wherever this bullet was. It just bounced off of something and into my skull.
I wasn't even a part of the whole scene or the whole fight,
I
and now
was-
I'm dead.
Great, now I can't just go stand around anywhere wherever I please.
No, you can't. You have to watch out for yourself.
It's crazy.
It's a crazy world we live in. I don't like this.
Yeah, I would love to get hit by a bow and arrow. That would be so much fun. Or an axe, like, come
Oh
on.
my gosh, have an axe just be like
The next
chunked into you.
The next LA riot that happens, because another one's coming. I'm positive of it. I think we're almost due for
Yeah.
another LA riot.
Yeah.
I'm bringing an axe. I'm
There-
going to go to Home Depot and I'm going to buy an axe, and I
We
really, really hope it's on
should
sale.
petition the government to change riot laws to no guns, only medieval weapons.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
People
I would
can
actually
only
join
bring
in
that-
on the riot.
Right?
Right. Instead of just standing back and just watching it all happen.
Right?
Right.
I think we should get rid of guns altogether.
Yeah,
and
that'd
I
be
know
great.
that that's going to upset many
Mm-hmm.
of our listeners,
And that's okay.
and that's okay. But we should get rid of guns and bring back real weapons.
Real weapons.
I know you think guns are cool, and you know what? They are cool, but they're easy.
Work for your kill.
There's nothing more brave and heroic and sexy
Yeah.
than working for your kill.
Oh, man. And then you get to eat it afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah. Take a bow and arrow and like shoot a quail. My God.
And guns just came out like recently.
Yeah.
You know, in like the last few hundred years.
Yeah, that's pretty recent.
That's pretty recent. And
Yeah.
now they've gotten so excessive where they're not even like, you know, the old school bayonets where you're like, you got to work for this gun. You got to put the ball in and you got to stamp it and you got to hope the person doesn't run up on you before the time that you get ready. That at least was like, okay,
That's
you're
a
working.
skill.
There's
That's a skill.
Where now it's like there's semi-automatics that you literally have to do nothing for. You just boom, go to town.
Yeah, go to your school.
You don't even need to aim.
Yeah, no, it just does it all for you. Where's the
No
pride in
wonder
that?
there's like so many killers is they're getting no pride in their kill because it's too easy.
It's very easy. It's like video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to work for it. That's why I like the old school video games better because it was hard.
Yeah.
You died a lot and it was hard to kill things.
And then you get to come back to life too. That's the cool part.
Yeah.
You could have just put another quarter in.
Yep.
And then boom, you're back to life.
Yep.
You know, because like when in real life, you don't get the continue above you saying
There's no
10,
continue.
9, 8, 7. You know,
Continue.
it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like
nuts.
there's one video game, I don't remember what it's called, where it's like Elden Ring or one of those hard video games where every time you die, you lose like all of your money, all of your gold. So you can still come back. You still get to continue the game, but you've lost a shit ton of stuff. You have to like go find your body. You're like, where the fuck is my body? Where the fuck is my armor? I've lost all my gold. I can't even buy anything new. So it punishes you for dying. And I like that because really then you have to choose carefully who are you gonna kill? Who are you gonna engage and combat with?
What if we get punished for dying? Because nobody knows what happens after we die, right?
Ooh.
What if we get punished? There's no heaven, there's no hell. You just go to like this whole punishment kind of center, and then you have to
Interesting.
wait in line for hours.
You'd be stuck at Disneyland and the ride. You're stuck at Disneyland with children and drunk parents, and you never get to ride the line. That would be fucking hell.
We all have a death clock, right? Whenever you're born, you're given a death clock that we can't see.
Yeah.
So what if you die before that death clock? There's ought to be a punishment for it, whether the death happened because of you or because of somebody else or whatever.
But shouldn't the death clock know when you're gonna die?
Get your phones out and go to death-clock.org, okay? And Magnus.
Yeah.
When is your birthday?
March 3rd.
You were born in 1959.
Woohoo!
Sex.
How did you know?
Sex, female.
Yes.
Do you smoke?
No.
I'm going to put yes.
Yes, I do.
Come on, we know you smoke. You smoke your pack Marlboro Reds all the time, okay?
Hey, it's all about the cloves, man.
Okay,
It's
all
all
right,
about
fine,
the
fine.
cloves.
How many packs in a day?
1.5.
1.5? I'll say 2. For how many years have you smoked?
14.
14? Great. What is your BMI?
28.6.
Okay. What's your outlook on life? Optimistic,
Grim.
neutral, pessimistic, or suicidal?
Pessimistic.
Pessimistic. Okay, great.
World
What-
is a fucked up place, bro.
What is your alcohol consumption? Never, once a month, 2 to 4 times per month, 2 times a week, daily, and I'm a constant blotto.
I do not imbued.
Okay, no alcohol at all. Country,
Just kidding.
country, Albania for sure. Okay, all right. Let me go ahead and hit submit. Let's see.
What does it say?
You
What does it
are.
say?
Let's see.
You are already dead.
No. Based on the calculations, you are going to die on October 17th, 2028. Yeah!
Few more
This is a
years.
this is a legit website,
Wow.
people. It knows. We're going to do an episode on that day. I'm going to mark it in our calendars.
Wow.
We're going to do a live stream and see what happens.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
That is terrifying.
Mhm.
I'm going to go on that website for sure.
Yeah, it's an organization, meaning it's a non-profit.
Nonprofit. No
Non-profit.
one profits from knowing
Right.
what time you're going to die.
Seriously, it's
No
crazy.
one profits.
Crazy.
Ooh, I like that.
I know, right? So what's been going on with you this week? Any toxic stories that you have or topics or anything that you want to share? Because nobody gave us any toxic topic, but hopefully the next one. Type them in.
There's been so much toxic bullshit
Yeah.
lately.
Yeah. Is it Mercury retrograde or something
Mercury
like that? Which
is
so fucking
retrograding
annoying.
the retrograde. God, I love all those fucking hippy dippies that are like, Saturn's moon is rising amongst my solar sun, or Mercury is crusting over the horizon, and so that's why I'm moody. It's like, do
So
you need a
stupid.
reason, or are you just making up shit?
Mercury is 2 planets away. You can't see it. And Uranus is way, way out there, and you can't even see that too unless
And
you have a mirror.
Nobody knows what the word retrograde means.
Yeah, and whenever
what the fuck does that mean?
And when it comes to like talking about all these planets and stuff like that, why aren't people talking about Pluto?
Yeah.
Pluto is a planet, man.
Where happened
Pluto
to Pluto?
is a planet. I don't care what these astronomers say. Pluto is a planet.
What do they claim it is?
They a dwarf planet. So you're still calling
it's
it
a
a planet.
planet.
Right, but they're calling it a dwarf planet. Like, it's not just a planet like Earth or Saturn or Jupiter or Mars.
That's
but it's
like
too
saying
small.
the 7 dwarves aren't real people.
Seriously.
That's like saying, you know what, Snow White, she did everything. Those guys are dwarves. They don't really count.
Yeah.
Fucking racist.
I don't like Snow White.
Why?
She had some really weird like sexual kinks. She loved little people. Yeah, like
Why is that weird?
Who moves into a house with? I mean, some orgies definitely happen.
Who moves into a house with 7 guys? That's my dream.
Yeah, that's your dream?
Ayo.
Hey.
You would never do it with a little person.
No.
Why?
No, that's just weird. It's like almost
What?
it's like on the verge of pedophilia. You know what I mean?
You would never do it with Willow?
No.
Willow's wife?
No.
Great movie.
Sorry. For a second I thought you were talking about Willow Smith, and that's a no too.
I would do a midget. You know what?
You would do a midget?
Oh, why not?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man or woman?
Probably a man.
Yeah, okay.
Probably a little guy.
Right on. Well, I know exactly what to do for your bachelorette party, then.
Ooh, exciting.
Whenever you find your man.
When I find the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are so mean to them. Have you seen all those TikToks?
I saw another one. Little people are great.
Little people are great.
They're fun to hang out with. I
Yeah.
just don't want to have sex with you.
You know,
I mean, sorry.
And per this show, I bet a lot of people thought that we were going to talk shit on little
No.
people and say that they're, disgusting,
No,
gross
little people-
with like deformed, kinky hands or like overly big foreheads and stuff.
They're all magical, though.
They're fucking the shit.
Yeah, they're all little Lucky Charms.
You know, I met a guy once who his whole family was little people, but he was like super tall and normal height.
Oh, weird.
Isn't that weird?
I guess that's not a genetic thing that gets passed on.
It is a genetic thing because his siblings were short or were little people, but he was like tall. So like he was the one with like the recessive genes.
I feel bad for him because everyone in that family is going to be like, "Oh, hey, could you go clean up the
Right?
cobwebs up there?
Right?
Would you go
or
get
like
that?"
he's the freak now.
Yeah, would
and they're
you
like
get
the
up on this
normies.
ladder and get up on the roof and
Right?
clean the shingles?
Right? Everyone's
guy.
gonna look everyone's gonna look up at him and be like,
Have you ever seen those little fridges, those little refrigerators?
Yeah.
Is there a refrigerator for him? You know, I mean, with a big guy, he's got to
Right?
eat a lot, right? So,
right?
like, is there? I mean,
You would
get
think that
your
he
own
would
refrigerator.
have back problems from like crouching and being like everything's too
Yeah.
short. Because like what I've seen is like their house is meant for their size.
Right.
And because he's a normie and too tall, he doesn't like fit properly in their
God,
house.
I would hate my family if that was the case. Oh my God. To being the tallest person. Oh my God.
I
Get
mean,
that for me.
I'm
Get
happy
that for
I'm
me.
the shortest in my family. I
Could
don't
you get me
mind.
down from the bed?
Right?
Like, and pick my dad up like a little baby?
And then to grow up and feel like, oh my gosh, is my dad like a child? To have your parents feel like your children because they're like tiny like babies,
Oh,
that would
gosh.
suck. How does that create a real healthy relationship with your parents?
it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Fuck parents.
Yeah, parents are horrible. Parents are just the worst. That's why I'm so happy to be an adult.
Yeah.
Because my mom and daddy can't tell me what to do. You know, just like when my mom was here, I was just like, you stay in your room. You stay in your room.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. That's the nice thing, too. Like, you start treating your parents on how they treated you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
So
like,
what
see
time
how
are you
it
going to
feels.
be back home? Oh, really? You're going to be back home that late? Well, I hope you don't drink.
This is L.A. I'm going to go clubbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go to a sex club, and you're not going to see me for days.
Ooh.
I got a membership to a sex club in
What?
LA. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
give out memberships?
Yeah. You got to pay yearly for it.
Okay.
It costs a pretty penny. You know, I had to swipe my credit card for it, but I'll pay it off, no problem. But yeah, I can go every Saturday, and I can bring a lady with me to bring in for free.
Ooh. go.
You're not invited though. I'm sorry. Like you got to get your
Okay.
own membership.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I want to go
yeah.
with you anyways.
But I've been 4 times now.
Nice.
And it's a really, really great experiment.
What do they do there? Is it just like lap dances, or is there like, poker games or like male camaraderie?
A little bit of that too. Yeah, it's kind of like going into a bar.
Okay.
But then you have these little bitty rooms.
Oh.
Yeah, and masks are optional.
Ooh.
Yeah, the first 3 times I went, I wore a mask because, like I'm a podcaster, we're celebrities now, so I don't want people to know. But the other night I went and I just went, nobody recognized me, so
Nice.
it's all good,
Nice.
whatever. And then there was this guy with this girl, and
Yeah.
I was able to just take the girl and just take her to the room with me. And it was
Whoa.
no problem. Yeah. And then the girl that I brought, like he took her and then they went on to their own. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it was just so cool. You don't even have to ask. All you got to do is just take their hand, and then boom. If your hand gets taken, then that's it.
That's romance.
Now that's making love.
That is making the love.
That is making love,
Just
and it is
take your
worth the price
hand,
of admission
take your
every
hand.
single time.
Oh,
Yeah. It's great.
that is sweet.
Yeah.
Aw.
And it's very convenient hours. It's open from like 10 a.m. to
Oh my
10
God. Do they serve
p.m.
food?
Those food is top notch.
Wow.
I mean, we're talking like
Yes.
upscale
Yum.
brisket.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so good.
That's what I want.
And all you got to do
all
is
I
just,
want.
you pay for it, but it's decently priced. So it's like membership discounts
Yep.
and such.
Yep, you gotta have some perks.
Because after a good fuck, all you want to do is eat,
That's
drink,
true.
and they give out free cigarettes too.
Oh.
Yeah, right up your alley.
That is all I want.
Yeah.
Oh, but I hate when people are like, no. When you're done, you gotta cuddle. You gotta talk. I'm like, no, bring
cuddling
me some
is-
fucking food. Bring me some brisket.
I'm tired of cuddling. How about I just cunnilingus you?
Ooh.
Like for real.
Geo.
For real. Whenever I'm done, I'm
Hey.
ready to just move on.
Interesting.
Yeah. There was a
Got a
guy who
line.
came to try to take my hand. I'm like, nah, buddy, I don't do that. And it's respectful.
I think you should try it someday.
What, being with a guy?
Yeah, it could be fun.
Nah, it's not my
Expand
thing.
your horizons.
There's no horizon to expand upon. My horizon
Shame.
is all this, just like the Earth. I can't go to Mars where men are from. I'd rather just go to the Venus side. It's
okay.
prettier over there. It's all yellow. And
Ooh.
did you ever read that book?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
No.
I
I've heard of it.
I heard it's bullshit.
Maybe there should be a movie.
I don't remember ever being on Mars
No.
at any particular point in life.
There's a lot of dumb books out there that
There's
are
there's
just so
so
fucking
many-
stupid. Oh
Yeah.
my god. All of the self-help books are just like, there just needs to be like one self-help book. Just one universal self-help book that's like, here is how to help yourself. Boom.
Boom, you are human. Pay your bills. Get a job.
Get laid.
Get laid.
Eat food.
Yeah, do what you have to
Stop
do.
stressing about bullshit.
Be toxic to people. Punch
Yeah.
somebody in the face from time to time.
Yeah.
You'll feel much better about yourself.
Right?
Break glass.
I love a good like plate smash.
Yeah, take an axe and do some throwing axing classes. You will feel.
Yes.
Take a boxing class. Do something with
Right?
your life.
But no, there's so many books out nowadays that are so like, oh my god, this is how you help yourself be a more productive person after
Yeah.
he cheats on you.
And you're
Oh.
wasting time by reading all of that.
Yeah.
Like the 4 agreements. How are there only 4 agreements?
Mm.
Like I'm tired of trying to remember these 4 agreements or the 10 commandments.
Yeah.
Like there's all this
Or the
the
secret.
Bill of Rights and like
Why
amendments
is the secret
and stuff.
a secret?
Why?
Just tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Just like, why
Yeah.
does it have to be a secret? Just,
Right. Just give me the Kool-Aid already.
Yeah.
Seriously.
They should teach that shit. This is what you should teach in class. No more dumb fucking history. No more dumb fucking math. Just the basics
And
that
no
I
more
need.
singing the national anthem too. I'm tired of that.
Oh.
I was so tired of it. By
Oh, the
by
whole-
sixth by si- yeah by sixth grade
sing,
yeah
It's such a
Jose. I mean, it
it's
starts
such
with
a
Jose.
dumb song,
Jose's a
too.
Mexican guy.
The national anthem isn't even like a cool beat. Like it would be fun if it was like,
A rap, boom, boom,
mm,
yeah. Oh, say, can you see? Yeah, like
and like
it's such
nobody
a boring
talks
song.
like that anymore.
Yeah.
It's such antiquated. words that it's like people sing the national anthem and they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
Why can't Kendrick Lamar just come up with something super, super dope
Yes.
of the national anthem? We'll change the whole
Remake
song.
the national
Come up with
anthem.
something awesome, Kendrick,
Yes.
and we want to have you on this show and we'll talk about it. Because
Talk
that
about
would
your
be
new
amazing.
anthem.
I want to see that at Super Bowls, at hockey games,
Right.
at women's sports, like wherever. Like that,
No one-
school especially.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
no one actually likes, like, whenever someone sings the national anthem, I feel like every sphincter that hears it just clenches a little bit because they're like, is this gonna suck?
Yeah.
Is this gonna be awful?
Yeah, ever since 6th grade, like I don't stand up for them anymore. I just
The
stay
hand
seated.
on the heart. Like, what are we hearting about?
If I'm at a sporting game, I'm like, you know what? I need to go pee.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, especially at a sporting event, whoever's singing it is the worst singer
The worst.
in the world.
Oh, and then they make the men all take off their hats. It's like, dude, don't wear your hat during the national anthem,
it's
man.
dumb. I don't
That's
wanna
so
sh-
disrespectful.
Yeah, what
Hats
if-
are disrespectful to the fucking flag.
What about balding people? Like, you have all the right to not show your balding head because sometimes it's not your fault.
Yeah.
You know? But for real, no one wants to see your bald head, man.
No one wants to see your bald head.
No one
It's
wants
like,
to
what are
see
we
that you look like a
respecting?
testicle.
Why does taking off my hat
Instead of my hat, I'll take off my pants.
next
This
time?
is America. Yeah.
Next time you should take off your pants for the national anthem.
I am definitely going to take off the
You should not stand
pants.
up. You should stay seated,
Yep.
and you should just be
I'm
like,
just going to stay seated. I'm going to show up my
Jose,
boxers.
can you see these motherfucking fingers?
Right here.
As these bombs are
Right here,
bursting
America.
in the air.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
that
so
would be-
annoying.
Yeah, it is.
It's so old. It's like 500 years old. It's time for
Again,
It's time for an upgrade.
I don't even know what the national anthem is about. What is it talking about?
It's about a blind Mexican guy named Jose who can't see anything, but he
Anything.
can't see any donzers or stars or anything like that. Like
Nothing.
it's crazy.
It is.
We gotta
update.
Come on, Mr. Lamar. You got this.
Yeah.
All right. We want to see this.
Right?
Yeah.
Even the Constitution, like, I get that it was like cool and like, subversive writing back in like the 1700s, but like nobody talks like that and nobody knows what it's talking about.
Yeah, no one says sire or sir or good morrow, to anybody anymore.
I say good morrow every fucking day.
Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
But yeah, we need some updated language here.
Yeah,
Like,
and I think the Constitution needs to be reprinted on like actual computer paper. Like
Yeah.
how has that paper not been in through the shredder already?
oh my God.
Like killed by the Ninja Turtles.
Right?
villain.
Or like
Seriously.
accidentally burned up.
Or burned up or something.
Magnifying glass
Nuts.
and stuff in.
Yeah, type it out on a computer.
Yep.
Reprint it out on a piece of paper. I mean, you have to go to the copy shop to get it. That's fine. Pay your 5 cents.
Right.
The government can afford it.
Yeah.
And just lay it out there, okay? And if somebody, crinkles it up and eats it, well, guess what? You can print it again.
We do not have enough printable copies of the Constitution.
There's not. There
or
needs
the
to
amendments.
be. I could tell you maybe 2 amendments.
Maybe one.
Now I think there's 69 of them.
What?
Have you ever seen like a map of the world
Yes.
and like how like South
Yes.
Africa could fit into
Yes.
Africa? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that we were all just one land at one
Fuck
point, and
yes.
then like an earthquake just fucking happened and then we
Yes.
Yeah, definitely happened. I wish I was around at that time.
When everything was connected.
And then the earthquake or whatever the fuck happened, or meteor or whatever, whenever all that happens, so that
Yeah.
whenever everything started to break, just be like, oh my God, do I go over here? Do I go over here? Do
Oh
I
my
go
God,
here?
it's
Over
like
here?
Indiana Jones.
Oh my
where
God,
it's
like
the
water's
earthquake's
coming. What do I
happening.
do?
What happens if it was like the earth started to crack between us and
Yeah.
we literally had to look at each other and be like, what continent you want to be on?
Yeah.
You want to be on that side or this side? You could have been Africa and I could have been Europe, and
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
Oh my God.
you want to be stuck or you want to be progress?
Right, exactly. Oh my God, I'm instant American. I'm instant African. Like, why can't
Right?
why can't things break up a whole lot more? And then it's like, oh my God, now I have a choice.
I wonder if it's going to keep moving and keep breaking, and if we're going to have like in like 1,000 years, if there's going to be like a new continent that like forms, and then everyone's going to be like, whoa.
Yeah, you know how they say that California is going to be sinking at some point
Oh,
and everything?
bullshit.
It's dumb. It's so dumb.
Bullshit.
California is never going to sink. But if some place in America that could sink and should sink,
Ooh.
Florida should sink.
Should.
Florida should
Yep.
sink. Because you know what Florida is? Florida is the tiny penis of America.
Oh.
If you really look at America, You know, it's got the little legs from
Yeah,
Texas.
okay.
It's got the head, you know, from New York and
Sure.
Maine, and you know, it kind of crumbles over. California, we're the butt.
Yeah,
You know, we're the
yeah.
butt. You know, the LA, the Venice canals
see
in
it.
LA, like, you know, it's just kind of
I see it.
we're
Mhm.
part of the butthole.
Yep,
You know,
yep, I
but
see
then
it.
if you look at Florida, it's got a little tiny little penis. You know, so
Aw.
I think Florida should just go. You know,
Just go away.
yeah, just go away. I have a lot of friends from Florida, and
Uh.
they're all good people. If you Google Florida man and your birthday,
What?
let's see what pops up first.
Tell me what pops up first.
A Florida man and his girlfriend had just reconciled. Then she threw his dog off a 7th-floor balcony. Oh my gosh!
What?
Look at this puppy.
Does he have a lazy eye?
Looks like it.
Oh, maybe he deserved it.
That's just fun. Google Florida man or Florida woman
Oh,
and your birthday, and there's always something different that pops up.
the Florida's where all the swamps are, and the swamp people,
Mhm.
and then all the like immigrants
That
and
guy
the
who-
Cubans.
That's where that guy who took bath
alligators.
salts
Oh, God.
and started eating people.
Yeah.
That was his fault. Learn to control yourself when
Right?
you take drugs, man.
Right? There's a lot
Seriously.
of there's a lot of like incest that goes on and like weird like breeding shit and just like
Mhm.
I mean, have you ever watched the show Swamp People?
No. What is swamp people?
Oh my God, it's this like
People who live in swamps?
people who live in like the Florida, Louisiana swamps, and they like hunt like gators and like fish, but you can't understand any of them. They're all just like in their own ecosystem, and they have
Weird.
these thick accents, like these like Cajun accents, and you can't like it's a mixture of like French, Cajun, and like maybe Southern. And they all have like teeth missing, and they're like hunt crocodiles and alligators and shit, and it's the fucking gnarliest thing. 'Cause you're like, we're related to that. That's literally where that could have been us.
These sound like the same kind of people who go dumpster diving. I found it in the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get really, really excited about finding like
Yeah.
like a jar full of pennies
Yeah.
or a Tonka truck from the 60s that just looks like it's just been
Yeah.
demolished.
These people are like make their own clothes, and they don't even have cars. They just like boats. They just have boats, houses on boats,
They definitely smell.
because swamps smell.
You could see it. That's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, these the swamp people live in Florida.
Definitely a swampy kind of state from what I
See,
hear.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You can
But I
just-
would love to do a live podcast in Florida though. Like take us to Miami. Like we're down to do a live
Miami
podcast
would
of the
be
Toxic Talk Shit Show in
fun.
Florida.
Oh, there'd be tons of toxic people in Miami.
Yeah, prove us wrong, Floridians, on how awesome Florida is, because we would love to come to Florida and do a live Toxic Talk Shit Show there someday.
We could call it the Toxic Talk Shit Show Manifestation Tour.
And just be surrounded by a bunch of assholes like us. Oh my God, that'd be
Right?
amazing.
Things have gotten super woo-woo lately. Like, the woo-woo-ness used to be saved for, like, the hippies in the 70s that, like, smoked a little herb, did some drugs, listened to the Beatles. But now it's like everyone is so hopped up on, like, the woo-woo that it's become cool.
Yeah.
And it's become, like, not, like, rebel cool, but, like, manifestation is every fucking where. I'm so sick of the term manifestation. I am sick of the, sound baths. I am sick of
Sound baths.
breath work. I am
Yeah.
sick of journaling. I am sick of, meditating and digging deep. I am sick of fucking trauma.
I'm sick of people who claim to be working on themselves.
Oh.
I think working on yourself is by not saying that you're working on yourself.
Right?
You do that intuitionally.
Yeah.
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 Journaling.
Oh my God. Everyone now thinks it's cool to have a therapist.
Yeah.
You know what? When I
They're
was
all
growing
rapists.
up, we never went to therapy.
Yeah.
We never went to therapy. It wasn't cool to be on medication. It
didn't need one.
wasn't cool to be seeing a therapist, where now it's like, if you're not seeing a therapist, you're the problem.
You know what therapy is?
What?
This show is therapy for us and for you
Yeah.
as well. We are your therapists.
Except you can't quote us on that or sue us on that, or we're not providing any sort of legal advice, professional advice.
We do not have licenses.
Whatever
we did not go to
disclaimer
school
needs to
for
be
it.
heard, we are
Nothing.
disclaimering the
right.
fuck out of this.
Exactly.
But you're right.
Yeah.
This is therapy. What happened to just simple talk therapy?
We're just taking a break from our normal lives, being shitty to other people and other people being
Right?
shitty to us. Just living into this world to
We're
just have a
doing
conversation.
it over mics, as opposed to lying on a chair saying, "Hey, can I get my prescription of Wellbutrin or Zoloft or Prozac?" It's just like,
Yeah.
People now want to be on medication. People want to have these issues. It's almost like if you are happy and normal, that's not good enough.
That's all you need to be, is just
Right?
happy and normal.
I'm happy.
Like I said, punch someone in the face from time to
Right?
time. You know?
I
Steal
bitch and talk
someone's
shit about
dog.
people, but I'm a happy person.
Yeah, I'm a very happy person.
I'm smiling right now.
Yeah. I know exactly who I am. I'm happy with the way that I
Right?
turned out.
Yep. You
And
turned out all right,
I
Geo.
turned out great. Thank you so much, Magnus.
We turned out just fine humans.
Yes, we did.
But we don't need to have problems. We don't need to be like, oh, well, I have ADD. I have anxiety. I have chronic depression. I have joint pain. Like, it's like if you don't have any of those, people are creating problems for themselves.
Right.
Oh, well, you know what? I have some childhood trauma that I'm working on because my mom grounded me once and it really affected everything about who I am as an adult.
My dad whipped me with a bell because I lied to his face about stealing
Because you were
someone's
being
dog.
a little shit.
Right.
Because you were being a little shit and you deserved a little punishment. But no, let's unpack that because now you cannot move on with your life, Geo, until you unpack how
Right.
your dad was whipping you because you were a little shit.
And what am I unpacking? Don't I have to unpack like my shirts and my underwear first to get down into
Right.
all of that? Like,
Right.
whenever I hear the word unpack, it's like, where's this luggage that you're talking about? I'm not traveling.
It's baggage.
Oh,
the
it's
luggage
baggage.
is the baggage. Exactly.
It's
People
still a traveling
have all of
thing.
This, exactly. Because people are traveling with their disgusting old baggage that's in those old janky suitcases
Old
that
Samsonite.
have the handles that smell bad.
Yeah.
And so people are like, I don't want to be carrying around this old suitcase of trauma. I need to unpack it and deal with it. But it's like, no one wants what's in your nasty suitcase.
What is ever's in your suitcase? Like, just take it to Goodwill. They'll take it.
Take the whole thing
Take
out.
the whole thing to Goodwill.
Don't unpack it. Don't unbox it. Don't dive deep. Just throw that shit out.
And your underwear's gonna have holes in it. Like, create bigger holes and get it out of there. Goodwill is a great organization to unpack all your baggage and give it to there and leave it there.
And it's a tax write-off.
See? So whenever you work on yourself,
The government helps subsidize your working on
it is
yourself.
a charitable thing.
That is how you can help yourself, people.
That is your
That
homework.
is our unprofessional therapeutic advice to you.
Yes.
Ditch
Yes.
the books, ditch the meds, unpack your shit at Goodwill for
Do
a
it
tax write-off.
soberly. Drink a beer from time to time because it makes you soothing. Just don't drink it too much. If you drink it too much, that's okay too.
You know what my friend said the other day? He said, everyone would be happier in the world if they just smoked a little weed.
Oh, yeah.
And I fully agree with that.
I agree. Smoke as much weed as you possibly can.
There's no such thing as, oh my God, I smoked too much weed. Oh my God.
can't overdose on
I am
weed.
now addicted to fucking chilling out and relaxing and being like a chill, happy person. I feel like a lot of our politicians just need to smoke a little green and all of our issues, war would stop, murder would stop,
I agree.
sex trafficking might stop. Things would stop if everyone was just a little high and everything was cool.
But you can always up the dose of weed if you want to get into, shrooms or something. That's totally cool too. I've done some acid trips before.
Yeah.
And man, were they trips.
Oh, man.
But how I've come to being the toxic person that I am, just in a regular state of mind, like living life, you start with acid.
Yeah.
And then you start working your way down. Because once you get to LSD and acid, then you've had your trip. You've gone way out there into the
man.
solar system to
wanna
see everything.
I want to do the thing. I forget what it's called. It's like ketamine or something like that. Where you
Ketamine, yeah, it's horse tranquilizer.
Yeah, or it's the other one where you like inhale it and it's like only lasts for like 10 minutes, but there's
DMT.
DMT. I want to do the DMT where you
Yeah.
die, where you have
Yeah.
literally ego death.
Yeah.
And you just die, and it's like.
Does anyone have any DMT for Magnus? Because I've done DMT before. I died. It was awesome. And yeah, it only lasts like 15 minutes.
Oh,
You
I
literally
wanna
leave your
fucking
body
die.
and then you come
Yes.
back. I was at an after-hours party for an Alice Cooper cover band.
Dude.
Yeah. Left my body there and then
Dude.
came right back into it. But and then their set was over, and I'm like, their music they weren't that great of a cover band, but you know what? The drugs made it that much better.
I feel like everyone needs to just do drugs, and the world would be a happier place.
Absolutely.
And
I agree 100%.
The good drugs. Like, let's not do the dumb, heroin that gets people addicted, and then on crack, and then walking through the streets naked, and then having Geo hit them in the street.
Right.
No, let's do the good stuff that just makes you
the real
feel
good stuff.
like
the stuff that you snort, the stuff don't shoot anything up. Don't get vaccinated, guys.
Don't get vaccinated.
Don't put any syringes of any kind inside your body.
The needles are just too much for me.
We have enough holes on our body. Why create more? We have nostrils. Our eyes are technically holes.
Sure.
Got the mouth.
Sure.
Got the butthole.
Sure.
Like, why any more holes into our body than we already have?
Exactly.
Seriously, even our ears, holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
crazy.
holy enough people.
I love that.
Oh.
That's a great way to end this episode.
Because
we are holy people and so are you.
You are the holiest talk shitters in the world.
Oh, yes, you are. Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Do not forget, comment below. Tell us your shit that you want us to talk about. Hopefully it's toxic. Hopefully it's shit. If it's toxic talk shit,
it works for us.
This has been the Toxic Talk Shit Show. I am Magnus.
And I am Geo. Be sure to follow, like, subscribe, spread everything. Spread your toxicity everywhere. And we'll see you all again next week.
Bye.
Later.